It's been more than 2 months just to get to this point, and it's only partially finished. Today was the allegations of misconduct. Sergeant Ron Kirkwood is facing around the use of force when he fired 3 ARWEN rounds into a smoky room, hitting 43-year-old Lisa Rauch in the back of the head Christmas Day in 2019. Rauch died 4 days later from blunt force head injuries. An ARWEN is considered a less lethal weapon that fires plastic projectiles designed to incapacitate a person. It's supposed to be fired at the torso when officers have a clear line of sight. On December 25, 2019, police were called to a supportive housing facility on Pandora after Rauch, under the influence of meth, threatened the tenant with a knife and then barricaded herself inside a unit. When a fire started in that unit, it changed everything. Victoria officers previously testified the fire increased the urgency of the situation because of the risk to others in the building. Rauch's family says that was exaggerated.
They're supposedly trained to be calm and make their decisions based on actually what's going on. I don't see how that was happening here.
Kirkwood fired an ARWEN from a short distance at what he thought was Rauch's chest and torso. The Rauch family says, based on Kirkwood's testimony, they believe he was driven by panic and paranoia, not a true assessment of the situation at hand, and say the decision to shoot blindly into a small, dark space where their vision was obscured due to a smoldering fire was reckless.
I don't understand how anyone can shoot when you can't see what you're shooting at. He made a mistake and just needs to own it.
Kirkwood's lawyer, Kevin Woodall, today argued the alternative, saying what his client did doesn't amount to officer misconduct. He argued that Kirkwood's actions were consistent with the National Use of Force Framework, Canadian policing standards, and GVERT standards. Woodall argued police officers make split-second decisions, and there has to be allowances for that, insisting his actions don't amount to professional misconduct. Kirkwood is also facing an allegation of neglect of duty in relation to a lack of documentation. That's going to be dealt with in future dates in September. Roughly a month after that, the adjudicator, Wally Opal, will lay out his findings and can make recommendations about police policies.